Hey, everybody, welcome on back. It's the You Gotta Try This podcast starring Johnny Novo. Johnny Novo is in the motherfucking house. It's myself and Ian just kind of riding shotgun today. If you're asking yourself, who's Johnny Novo? I had a gentleman here at KFC. Crazy. Kevin came out to me. He's like, you know the rotisserie guy? I'm like, I do. I've seen him on social media doing the rotisserie chicken stuff. He's in everybody's algorithm. Kevin's like, I think he's the next big thing, whatever this guy does. Why don't you have him on? So I reached out to you. Like I slid into your DMs.
Yeah.
Like a bitch.
Respect.
And you were like, yeah, let's do it. Let's like sit down and talk.
Closed mouth, don't get fed. Sorry to interrupt.
Correct.
Got to get some bars off.
Yeah. I think that if you see what a lot of people are doing, especially in the food game, and when we spoke to guys like Scott Conan and Chef Greeny and Zimmer and Chef Michael Ferraro, they told us how when I first started on Wall Street, it was Zagat's. Everybody had a Zagat's in their desk, and that was the Bible. It was New York Times. New York Times giving you a good review was everything. Obviously, Michelin and all that kind of stuff has been around. Those are gone. And now people just go to people that they trust to tell them to where to go eat.
It is
right?
kind of crazy.
It's just absolute strangers. You find one because there's so many of us, because I consider myself one now, because we've done like, how many reviews have we done? Just random food reviews.
108.
Wow. It's tight. Ian's fucking tight with that stuff. So 108. So
you know that off the top?
Yeah.
We just posted one yesterday. So and it has the playlist and how many videos in the playlist. So.
Yeah. And Ian's that guy too. He's him. But like you get this type of thing now where instead of going to some food writer that I've never met or never saw his face before telling me where I shouldn't go, I'm going to like just random people. By the way, you spoke to one of those people that I think has probably the most integrity out of anybody that I've ever seen doing what you or I do. That guy Martinez.
Oh, I love Rob.
Rob Martinez. Rob, I've never had Rob on a show. I think I may have talked to him like in a comment section once or twice, but he's one of those guys that's like untouched by anything else. He's just like in it for the pure food, and more so than the pure food, he's in it for the stories, right? Like he's in it for those moms. The mom and dads who are like cooking in the same kitchen, that 6th generation like bodega that also has a chopped cheese coming out of the back. He gets into it like real deep. So then when I saw you with him as well, I think that gives you even more credibility to people like me who are just trying to decide whether or not you're worth a click. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those things, right? I mean, don't you find that too? I know I don't follow a lot of food influencers because I'm busy doing it myself. But once I started to follow you on Kevin's recommendation, I thought this is a guy that I can trust. And particularly because you do that one thing better than anybody else in the world, and you fucking eat rotisserie chicken. So I'm going to ask you the question, and we're going to get into it. But why rotisserie chickens? Who put it in your head? Was it something that's all you? Because it is truly lightning in a jar.
That was quite the intro.
That's a big intro. Big intro. Big intro.
I have like 10 things to say off that, but I'll answer your question first.
Go.
Rotisserie chicken. You ever have a moment where you're like, how did I get here?
Yes.
It's kind of my moment right now. In this big ass microphone in my face. Rotisserie. So I started the year, I just was like, I love doing food videos. I love writing. Writing's kind of my first love. Like, and you know, you're a writer yourself.
Yep.
And so I was writing a bunch, and my best friend's like, you got to do videos. You got to do videos. You got to do videos. That's where the eyes are at. No one's reading anymore, unfortunately. Correct. Mm-hmm. And so the beginning of this year, I just was like, I'm going to do 200 short form reels. I'm going to do reels and TikToks. I'm going to do 200. I got a full-time job too, but I'm like, I don't care. Like, no excuse. You seen that video with Kobe where he's like, once I tell myself I'm going to do something, I sign a contract with myself and I'm going to do it. Okay. That's how I felt. And it's probably getting too serious, but I'm getting to your question.
It's not serious. I'm honestly, it's up to you, man.
Yeah. So then I was like, I'm going to do 200. And then, so I did the first kind of like 20 of just like normal restaurant reviews. And I'm like, I'm burning out. I need something a little easier. And then, so I just kind of had that in the back of my mind, and me and some friends, we're just at dinner arguing about which which grocery store has the best rotisserie chicken.
Right.
And one dude is like, it's Whole Foods. Like, you think it's Key Foods? You're smoking crack. It's Whole Foods. And the other dude's like, Whole Foods is trash.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, wow, fuck. Like, people are really, feel some type of way about this.
Right.
And then so I was like, I'll just review chickens. It's a way easier lift. And, you know, like, it'll be like, I'll probably do 7, 8. And, you know, because I was like, I had no idea how many grocery stores sold rotisserie chicken. I had no fucking clue.
Yeah.
So then I did the first 2. The second one went fucking nuclear. And then I was like, I guess I'm doing rotisserie chickens now. I guess that's my thing. And I genuinely love rotisserie chicken. Yeah. Cost efficient, the people's food.
Right.
Like, you can get it. People are like, oh, $12 for a whole chicken? That's so expensive. I'm like, if you really sit back and think about that comment,
right,
it's really not. $12 for a whole fucking bird?
You know what? Hold that thought right now, because Ian and I answer a question every week. So drop in a 5-star review, like, subscribe on any platform that you're watching or listening to this right now. But if you drop a question in with a 5-star review, we'll get around to answering it. I had somebody who had sent me a question weeks ago, and I just didn't care to really answer it. And then I remembered that I had it, so I wanted to save it for you. It was a woman named Nancy, who's a single mother of 2, and she had said how listening to me and food podcasts like this and watching the Food Network is something that she does all the time, but she doesn't like to cook. And she knows that I'm not a huge fan of fast food, but asked my opinion on it's not fast food, but I bring home a rotisserie chicken at least once a week for dinner for my kids. And then I'll throw a frozen bag of vegetables in the microwave, just like do that. And then some sort of starch, like rice or noodles, or whatever the fuck she said. She's like, how do you feel about that? And I think it's a great idea. Like, I think it's one of those things where she's right. It's better than fast food. I think having kids, you know, if your kids don't necessarily like it, you could kind of screw around with condiments and stuff like that to make it a little bit more kid friendly. I think it's a lot more sensible than packing up the kids and having them do fast food 3 or 4 times a week, is to just do something. And it feels like a family dinner. So, like, I have an affinity for it. I use it all the time. My buffalo chicken dip isn't something that was passed down from generation to generation. It was something I got off the back of a Frank's hot sauce bottle with a rotisserie chicken and a thing of Philadelphia cream cheese, just like everybody else, crumbled blue cheese, and then the hot sauce. So it's always been part of my repertoire. So I'm jealous that you are doing that. Just like I was jealous how Dave has cornered the market on pizza. Nobody else can fucking touch Dave. A Jewish guy from Boston walking into a fucking Brooklyn pizza parlor with the fattest Italian gangsters being like, he's here. Like, you know what I mean? It's like somehow he's caught that fucking lightning in a bottle.
Off the muscle.
And I kind of feel like that's what you're doing too, because it's a universal type thing. Everybody fucking does a rotisserie chicken, and people hate overpaying for them. They hate getting one that's kind of in line, but it's dry as fucking hell. They hate, you know, like all this stuff, even though they love. So they're very, very opinionated about it. So you caught that. You caught that perfectly.
Yeah. You're preaching to the choir.
No, I mean,
yeah,
I like what I'm saying is that it's, I guess I'm being complimentary, because I don't know what you can do next. And I'm getting ahead of myself thinking what else you can do, because you're good at it. You're good at it. I trust you. You have a good sense of humor. You seem like you appeal to a bunch. No, you do. Like I'm saying, like I'm almost done blowing you, but I think it's one of those things where I'm looking for the next fucking thing that you're going to do that I'm going to follow you religiously with also.
I think he dropped a video, like a press conference almost type of video.
Yeah.
See, my boy's tapped in. Shout out to
But it hasn't been announced yet though, no?
It has, yeah.
What is it?
So here's my thing. You make a bunch of good points. Like, Dave's cornered the market on pizza, right? And I guess similarly, it's a funny sentence to say out loud.
Yeah.
I've cornered the market on rotisserie chicken.
Yes, yeah.
But Dave is more than the pizza guy. You don't look at Dave and you're like, oh, pizza guy.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm trying to, you know, I want to, like, as I move around the country and travel for other things, if, you know, Rouse's in Louisiana or New Orleans, I haven't hit. Like, I want to hit it. I'm not flying to New Orleans just to go to Rouse's anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I want it to be something I still do, but it's not going to be my main focus. Like before I literally wake up, like where's the nearest rotisserie chicken I can get? And is there another store within striking distance of that store I could rip 2 in a day?
Yeah.
Like I'm just kind of, I can't sustain that. I can't.
Yeah,
and there's only so many grocery stores also.
You can if it's pizza, right? Like that's the genius of Dave. You can, because you can always be like, all right, I'm in the airport. I can bang 2 in the airport right now. You know what I mean? So it is a little bit more difficult, but there is a universality to it that I think is pretty tough to match. So what would be the next step?
It's a good question. I'm trying to figure that out.
That's what you're trying to figure out.
I'm working on a few things. I'm doing like a longer form YouTube show.
Okay.
I'm working on right now. I guess that's the first time I'm talking about it. But
yeah.
Little teaser.
Yeah, a little teaser coming. We shot a few already, but I think, I don't know, because like you're saying, the stuff Rob Martinez does where he's like in this hole in the wall.
Yeah.
You know, some Anthony Bourdain kind of stuff.
Yes.
Like that's what really gets me out of bed and I could do forever. And like I can't eat rotisserie chickens as my main thing forever.
But are you so,
and there's not enough grocery stores either.
Looking behind the curtain, so I'll sit down sometimes to do a review and I'll be there. Like if my wife is filming it, Ian does all the editing and all that stuff, but he doesn't live with me yet. It's an open invite to Ian. So my wife is kind of filming it. It's something where, you know, I can share the meal with her because sometimes you have to order 4 or 5 plates when you're going through it. I can't imagine you eat a chicken every 5. So if you're doing 2 chicken places in a day, are you throwing down 2 chickens before lunch?
My fridge looks crazy.
I bet your fridge looks fucking nuts.
My fridge, I got chicken for years.
Yeah. All right, let's go backwards before we go forwards. Half Croatian, half Mexican. Graduated from USC. Did well making a bag as a real estate agent in LA is what it says. I don't know what the fuck that means.
How'd you get on?
I don't know. But it was
doing research.
So here's the thing. Yelp reviews. I have maybe 5 or 6 Yelp reviews out there. And they're very good. I put my heart into them. I tried to be a little funny. I tried to do the whole deal. So I went through and I started reading some of your Yelp reviews last night, and they're very good. Like, so you have some talent with the pen as well. The Veselka one made me cry, and I think it's one of those, and it did make me cry.
Wait,
but
which one?
Veselka. Veselka is one of the places I grew. So I went to school on the Lower East Side.
Where'd you see that?
You had a Veselka review
that
on
was a minute
Yelp.
ago, though.
No, that was 2020 maybe?
Yeah.
Was that 5 years ago?
Yeah. Can I lay some context?
Go. Yeah.
Yelp for me is almost like a creative writing platform. I'm not going on there like this chicken Alfredo was really, really good.
Right.
I would give 3.5, but on Yelp you can't, so I'm gonna give 4. Like I'm up there giving my soul on Yelp.
Yeah.
Like
honestly. So Johnny Novo on Yelp. Yeah. It was a dark and stormy night. A shot rang out. Next thing I know, I have a roast beef sandwich in my hand. You know, like he does set a tone and does tell a story. It's tongue in cheek, but as far as I'm concerned, that's like your blog page.
it is.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 100%.
And you're a talented writer, but even the article that I read on you was because of the death of people reading, right? So you have to switch over to this forum, and that's where we are right now.
Yeah.
So USC to here, you're in New York now. Wait, no USC?
Oh, fight on, baby.
Oh, okay,
Big
fight
game
on.
against Oregon this weekend. Just had to throw that out there.
Yeah. So
Well,
I'm a Notre Dame guy. I graduated in '93. So I don't know if you know much about that, but
Fuck off.
we kind of fucking own you. You know what it is?
I
But it's
can't
one of
even-
those things.
You know, I can't even talk any shit right now. You absolutely do.
I know. And the thing is, too, I won't harp on that, but we have been dog walking those motherfuckers. But if you do go on and check out his shit on Yelp, this guy writes reviews from Costco to the Louvre. I think you wrote like a review on the fucking Louvre where I asked my wife to marry me. Like, you know, like we're, and like,
anything with the address is fair game.
yeah. And so I'm looking for the food stuff in particular. It was tough to come by because you go about it. And I think that's what makes it attractive to me is because you don't take this shit too seriously. I don't think you take this stuff too seriously. And when people do that, it turns away half of the crowd. So I think that's one of the things that makes you so impactful. I'm gonna keep going. You influenced me on Fairway. The first thing that happened today is that somebody, maybe it was Bobby Singh, had said something, what's the best rotisserie chicken? Just as this gentleman walked in, Bobby's like, oh, that's Johnny Novo. Johnny, what's the best rotisserie chicken? And at the same time, we both said Fairway. And I can tell you right now, I've never had a rotisserie chicken from Fairway. They closed down the one in Paramus, New Jersey. So the only one that I can get to is walking distance from here. I haven't had it, but I consider it the best rotisserie chicken in fucking New York because of you. The Latin one, the Latin
one.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
Shit just to say it.
So consider me influenced. So I'm going to jump down to Fairway now because it is within walking distance, and I'm going to grab that because of you. That's kind of a gift, no?
Yeah, I don't really look at myself like that though.
Okay.
I'm doing boots on the ground research.
Right.
I've eaten over 100 rotisserie chickens this year since March 14th. That's the best one. I'm just a vessel of letting people know what the best chicken is.
So we're 8 months. You've had 100 rotisserie chickens.
247 days. Yeah.
247 days. You've had 100 rotisserie chickens. So let me know.
Do that math guy.
Yeah. No, I don't want to. It makes my head hurt. But I will tell you, one of the things that I learned from reading your rankings is that the more expensive chickens do not translate into the tastiest birds. Like you went to Erewhon, which cost you, I think, near $30.
$27.93.
And that thing was in the 70s, maybe? 72nd, you ranked that. Then you were, I think you were in Le Grand Épicerie in Paris, right? And it was a $26 bird. And I think that one came in like 92nd.
Yeah, hot garbage.
So for the most part, you're the guy who's calling bullshit on the high prices of food because I think in your top 10, there maybe is one bird that's more than $10. Top 10?
Yeah.
There isn't. So
you did do your research.
But aren't you kind of doing that? Like you're not only giving recommendations, you're also giving recommendations to people on how to better spend their money, which everybody kind of wants in this economy.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of layers to it. I think that was more of an unintended side of I was just set out to find the best chicken.
Right.
I didn't care about the price. But when I went to Erewhon, $27.93, and I was at Key Food the week before at like $9.99.
Right.
Like, this shit better go crazy. And then when it's a dry pull off the rip and then I eat it, I'm like, what are we doing here?
That's an industry term for you, a dry pull off the rip. Walk it down for me. I did not have the balls to walk over to Fairway this morning and grab a rotisserie chicken and hand it to you now because I didn't know if you already had 3 today. Like I wouldn't do that to somebody, right? That's like saying to a doctor at a dinner party, by the way, does this look infected? Like I wouldn't do that shit to you.
But when you love what you do.
Yeah. But I'm just saying from wearing the suit, the whole deal, I don't want to fuck with you. So if I did bring in a rotisserie chicken right now, you and we got to rip this thing apart to judge it. Walk me through it. Walk me through what I'm doing. First of all, you grab this thing. Some of them are white hot. And you have instant regret. I see it on, right? You're starting to get the Teflon.
My fingertips are gone. Yeah, I have no fingerprints anymore.
Like the Mentalist yesterday. Yes. You got the fake thumbs. Yeah.
That dude. Anyway.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, so you got to start with the breast. Because if the dark meat isn't tender like that,
right,
that's a sad case. The breast is much more nuanced to get right in my boots on the ground research.
In your expert opinion. Yeah.
So the breast, so I always do, it's called a rib test. So you pull a piece of the breast apart.
Uh-huh.
And if not the most perfect science, I'll be the first to admit, but if it's really stringy, like it doesn't rip clean, then it's likely to be dry.
Okay.
Through my boots on the ground.
And then right? And then you go right in, you taste it.
You got to get a piece of skin with the breast. Boom. You don't want to get too big of a piece of the breast because otherwise it's just going to be tough.
Right.
Like it's got to be trying to think like a 3-ounce piece.
Okay.
4-ounce piece. 4 to 6 ounce piece, I'll say.
4 to 6 ounce piece of breast.
4 to 5. 4 to 5 piece. 4 to 5 ounce piece of breast. Get a piece of skin with it because then you give you what kind of flavors on it. And then dig in. The Fairway bird, I eat the whole thing because it's so damn good. I had one last night too. Like,
did you?
I did a collab with this guy. Shout out to King Kev. He's a budget guy. So he was like, "Oh, I want to try."
Oh, I know King Kev.
Yeah.
I got to do something with him too. I think we were gonna try to do something. We were in each other's DMs at some point.
Yeah,
he's very good. He does a lot of cheap eats. Like,
yes,
you see him doing the roast pork down in Chinatown and whatnot.
Solid guy.
Yeah,
solid guy.
By the way, it's a community. If you didn't know, we all take care of each other. That's not true at fucking all.
At all.
So you get in there. Do you then flip it over? You grab the 2 oysters out of the back.
Yeah, so I just bite the leg straight away.
Okay.
'Cause, I got in my mule skinners. Like my hands are dirty. I just take a bite of the leg, and then the leg better be doing its thing. So I've had some dry legs though.
Really?
Some really dry legs, which I didn't think was possible. But you bite it and it's like chicken jerky.
When you go in, is it becoming like a Dave Portnoy thing where it's like, I've gone into pizza parlors where they have Dave's face. If this man comes in, make sure you give him a fresh pie, right? They prepare for the time that he comes in. And one of the things that Ian and I do is we don't really inform restaurants before we go by, nor do we take meals for free, because we kind of want the real restaurant, right? We want the experience that cheap. People will get, from it. I'm not very economical with some of the food that I review. And I hear about it in the comments section. We'll get into the comments section in a second because they could be feast or famine. So do you find now that with your brand taking off that people are like, don't give them the dry shit. Make sure we get the fresh stuff out there. Because I gotta assume chickens dry out when they're just sitting underneath the heat lamp forever. Yeah,
it's not a perfect science. That's why I go between noon and 2 p.m. just because
sweet spot.
That's when I can, with my full-time job. So it's not a perfect science, but to answer your question, not really, because grocery stores, I don't think they really care.
Right.
I don't think...
There's not a chef there.
No. If I was doing small restaurants, mom and pop, I think we might be at that level.
Okay.
But I've had people recognize me in a grocery store and they're like, can I make you a fresh one? I'm like, no.
Okay.
No, you can't. That'd be cheap.
Yeah.
That'd be cheap,
So where do the mom and pops come in? Do you go to any kind of like, I don't know, Pio Pio or something like that? Like the Peruvian restaurant?
Pio Pio's fire, yeah.
Pio Pio's very good.
I've eaten probably most rotisserie chickens in
Have
New
you
York.
reviewed Pio Pio?
I have. Okay, here's my issue though, which actually I would like your advice on.
So shout out Pio Pio. Peruvian?
Gas.
Peruvian, I think?
Peruvian, yeah.
Yeah, so there's a couple, I think, in the city. Salchi papas. So you got the French fries with the fucking sausages in them, like almost like the little hot dogs.
Yes.
And I don't mind them at all. You get there and a Pismo sour, I think I was doing, and a capraina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Chupacabra. That's not what it is.
No, it's not at all. It's something like that. Yeah. It's got pitu in it. But go ahead, talk to me about it.
So mom and pop restaurants, even though I don't, Pio Pio is probably not a mom and pop. Yeah. They have like 9 locations, but I don't. Maybe it's a question for Dave. I would feel bad if they had an off day in the kitchen and I slapped a 4 on it, and then that directly hurts their business. Like I don't know. For all they could be immigrants trying to make shit shake, like hustling. They have I come in, blast their bird, then I would feel horrendous because that directly affects their business. Grocery stores, no one gives a fuck. No one's going to stop going to Costco because I don't think Costco chicken is good.
So you don't mind? Oh, you don't?
It's mid.
Okay.
I've
never been to Costco.
Never been to Costco.
I've never been to Costco. I've been to BJ's a couple of times, but I've never been. So Ian is looking at me in a weird way. I did Podfathers. I'm a father of 3 with Clem and a couple other gentlemen. And Clem is a Costco fiend. I just had never gone to it. My parents didn't. I'm older and shit like that, so there was no Costco when I was growing up. And I'm saving it to go with Clem, right? To go do the chicken bake and all that kind of bullshit.
Okay,
So I've been to like. There's one in Brooklyn called like Jetro. I think that's more like restaurant supply type thing. BJ's by me, I belong to because it's just easier. I've never been to a Costco, but people talk about their rotisserie chicken like it's the end all be all. You're telling me no.
It's not.
And you don't mind sticking it to the man like that.
Fuck no.
Right. But it's those ones where you got to look them in the eye that you don't want to.
That's kind of I don't, maybe I gotta sack up and do it. Maybe that's the answer. But
no.
So we're not the same as Dave, where Dave will like put out every place he reviews. If Large doesn't like a place and we just can the video, don't post it, and that's that.
I would say about 10 to 15% of the places that I go to don't see the light of day.
Wow.
Because I don't. Like I'm not, at this point in my life, I don't want to be a goalie. I don't want to stop anybody from doing anything.
Yeah.
I want to promote stuff that you got to try. Like I don't want to turn into, you got to avoid this. You know what I mean? And so there's a built-in positivity with that because I can just say, you know what? I'm not going to shit on them. This show, since we started doing the weekly show, I can speak a little bit about stuff and shit on it. And one of the first places that I legitimately shit on And I give people the benefit of the doubt. Everybody has a bad day, myself included. But one of the places I legitimately shit on, it was one of the first places I shit on, is a place that you said kicked a hole in the sky for you. Puyol, down in fucking Mexico City. I thought that mother's fucking mole was one of the worst things that I've ever had on a plate. I thought that the other 8 courses were elite. I had a fantastic meal from start to finish. I just argued with Zimmerman about this, I think, right? I thought the presentation and the actual product of that 3,675 day fucking mole was dog shit. I've had moles. I mean, I know that I'm, as white as can be. I'm almost see-through. I didn't dig that at all. So I spoke about it. And I got so many fucking letters from people who are like, yes, and other people who are like, no. I don't want to be like that all the time. But if something strikes me as being overrated, and that was on their best day. We were down there for a NASCAR race, so like the place was very, very open for all these NASCAR people coming by, VIPs like myself, some of the flex, and I didn't enjoy it at all. I did not enjoy it at all. And I don't like the way that feels to say, because it's a business, but it's also a Michelin-starred business in Mexico City that's going to do very well no matter what I say on this stupid show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
actually.
How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that way going about it? And how do you feel about my opinion on
you threw like 5 things at me. So let me chop them off one at a time. First of all, Pujol?
I think, they said Puyol, yeah.
Pujols? I don't know.
Yeah.
You're smoking dicks for that take.
Really?
That place is fire. That place is amazing.
No,
you know what though? I'll let you go with the monologue.
Go ahead.
I'll let you go with the monologue.
Yep.
Now let me rock out.
Gotcha.
But I think what this world and in general we need more of is civil discourse. And I respect your opinion.
Right.
I just completely disagree with that opinion.
You did tell me to eat a dick or something, I believe, right?
No. I said you were smoking dicks.
Smoking dicks.
Yes,
Okay,
yeah. Feel free to use that.
That's the civil discourse.
That's the civil discourse.
Right.
Respectfully smoking dicks. But I'm kind of with you. I agree with the rest of everything of like this place. My review is not gonna hurt them at all.
That place.
At all. It's a Michelin starred in Mexico City. Like you have to make a reservation like 3 months in advance to even get that meal. So that's where I'm at. I'm okay with if Pollo Campero. I don't like their chicken. If I did a review on them, I would say it was bad if it was bad. But if it's like a mom and pop, I just can't. I don't know. Maybe I can, but it doesn't feel right in my soul to do that. Just kind of exactly what you're saying. It's like, I would rather can the review than be like, like it's chicken's dry as fuck. Like they're overcooking the shit out of this. Like don't come here. Like that just makes my skin crawl. I don't know how your boy Dave does that, but I guess he loves the kind of confrontation.
He loves that stuff and he feeds off it. And if somebody was like Dragon Pizza, I remember that name. I don't know where Dragon Pizza is. I don't know anything, but I know that the guy was the one who said, Dave, get the fuck out of here. You're not allowed to do this in front of my whatever. And he wound up giving the guy like a 0.0. And I can understand that he did that out of anger. So I consider that almost like a one-off. But it's those places, to your point, that have an off day and he gives them like a 5.2. That fucks people nowadays because Dave is Zagat's as far as pizza people are concerned. I've been in Philly and been like, oh my God, Dave rated Angelo's 9.1 or whatever he did. Like, we need to go to Angelo. Like my girlfriend lives down there. I'm like, we have to go to Angelo's. Like, right. So yes, to your point, like he could really cook a restaurant. That's why grocery stores, I'm like, no one's not going to Costco because I don't like their chicken. No one's, even if it's a small grocery store, no one's not going to go there that normally goes there because I don't like their chicken. But I will tell you now, I will say to people, I think Costco's rotisserie chicken is overrated because I had the rotisserie chicken guy and he told me so. Like same way that I'm telling you that I will find out with Fairway. I don't know when I'm going to find out with Costco. I take your word for it for a lot of stuff. With great power comes great responsibility. You lost a little bit of reliability when you'd mentioned that Pujols was that good. Like I think that fucks you up a little bit. I've called it Pujols, and Pujols because I'm trying to get everybody kind of comfortable with it. Yeah. That mole was trash. Yeah, I respect your opinion. Some people look me dead in the eye like Costco's the best rotisserie chicken, and I'm like, okay, right. You might got to go out and see the world a little bit and try some new things here and there. Yeah. Let's talk about the comment section. Oh, I love the comments. So I had said, it's like the Coliseum in there these days. It is. So on all platforms, who's the best comment section and where's the worst comment section? Where do you concentrate your reviews mainly? TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah.
Are you also on Twitter?
I'm not on Twitter.
Right,
no.
because it's become a cesspool, especially with the comment section and stuff like that. Twitter's gotten really tough.
And two things is, I mean, I post on YouTube Shorts too, but they don't love me like that. But those three I can't do anymore.
Okay.
Like, I would go insane. Yeah, but I've heard Twitter is a bloodbath.
Yeah. So then between TikTok and Instagram, well, how do you compare those two comment sections? Pretty much the same, or is one better than the other?
They're pretty similar. They're pretty similar. I think Instagram, you'll really get more like ride or dies though. Like people that really like, I don't want to say fans. That's so corny, but like
followers.
You can just have more, like you can build a brand easier on Instagram, I think. Whereas TikTok, it's like so volatile. Like one video will go crazy. The next one is just like crickets.
But do you get like me, every now and again, I get a "fuck you, fatty"? Like something totally out of the blue. Do you find that it's more positive to read the comment section? When I first started here, Dan Katz, Big Cat, it said, "Large, people love what you write," and all that stuff. Just so you know, that's going to change at some point. You're not going to do anything, but people are going to see that your writing has been, popular and whatnot, and they'll just turn on you because people don't like when other people are doing well. So there is just some inherent nastiness in the comment section because nobody's got a name to the face. Do you ever get any of that type of stuff?
Yeah.
How do you deal with it?
Some negative comment, I go right back at them.
Do you?
But I hate that they can comment something on mine, and then if they can use a cuss word or something, and if I send it back, Instagram's like, "Oh, just so you know, this has been flagged. It might be removed." I'm like, if they can come at me, why can't I come at them?
No, you can't.
But I love talking shit in the comments.
But it's like punching the tide because
it's so fun.
Right.
It's just so fun because like I'm not taking nothing personal either.
Right.
Like I know who I am. I don't need like just because someone says I look like is bro 22 or 40. I'm like that shit's kind of funny. That shit's
by the way, I said 22 or 34. I'd believe anything within those things, and I totally meant that as a compliment.
Yeah.
Right. So to have you be on the higher end of that and still look like you could pass, like I would ID you if you're going into a bar.
Really?
Yeah. When people ID me when I go into a bar, they're doing it just to be nice. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
No. It is. I appreciate you trying to get me back on that one. So when this whole thing goes off and people say, well, what makes you an expert? Then I'm going to ask you, do you cook?
I do cook.
Okay. Yeah. Now, growing up with that mix, you says half Croatian, half Mexican.
You already know. Shout out to my Croat. Shout out to Mexicans.
That is an interesting kitchen growing up. Which one's the Croatian side? Which one's the Mexican side?
My pops is Croatian and my mom's Mexican.
Okay.
So I think me and my brother might be the only Mexoasians out here.
Yeah.
I've never met another one.
I've never seen it either. Yeah. So then what did you grow up eating?
Well, everything.
Okay.
The Croatians have this cabbage salad that to this day, like my Bubba, who was my dad's mom, before she passed away, she would always make me the salad. So now my mom takes over and makes that salad, and it's like when I go home, she has some cabbage salad ready for me.
That's fantastic.
Cracked to me, so that's good on the Croatian side. But Croatian food isn't, no disrespect, it's not Mexican food,
right?
Although I do love peka, which is traditional Croatian food.
I don't know that.
Oh my god, it's just meat and potatoes, slow cooked under an iron bell, 3 hours cooked under like this iron dome, and then they put ash and embers and cook by fire, and then oh my god,
really
the most tender.
So kind of set up like a tagine, like those Moroccan things where they have that earthenware, almost like a tent that they cook over it, and it turns everything inside of it into just this tender, almost stew-like consistency.
I was gonna lie and act like I knew what a tagine was, but yes, that sounds correct.
Good, yeah.
that sounds correct.
So then when you cook at home, is it something where you kind of have that natural Mexican flair? Do you cook a lot of chicken at home?
Yeah, I'm not, when I get more free time, I'm gonna get nicer in the kitchen. But I'm not gonna sit here and lie and be like, I make the best the best. I just kind of, throw some ground beef on the pan.
Okay.
Some leftover chicken.
Okay.
Some ready rice, crack off. Like nothing. I'm not in my kitchen. Also, I live in New York City. It's
right.
Tiny.
Okay.
So, I can't, it's kind of limiting.
But do you think you have that desire? Because the people that you follow and I think that you respect are all guys that have very strong kung fu inside the kitchen as well, right? So? Like when you saw Bourdain go through and you're like, man, I like his sensibilities. I like his sense of humor. I like anything. And then you see him throw on a chef's coat and just absolutely just do work in a kitchen. Does that kind of make you say, that's my next step at some point?
It's pretty fucking sick that he can do that.
Right.
But that was probably a lower tier reason of why I followed him.
Okay.
Or like why I still watch Parts Unknown all the time.
So would you say that's one of your biggest influences?
Absolutely, the biggest.
It's not even close.
I don't, I think that's pretty corny to say transparently. I think everyone that is in the food space will say that. But yes, absolutely.
Like, I don't think it's corny to say when you have a guy who's reached that iconic status like that.
Yeah.
You know, like even talking with Andrew, he spoke about Tony, called him Tony, which I thought was pretty hot. He spoke about him with a certain degree of reverence too. Like the guy is held to, and maybe because he was taken from us so young and all that kind of stuff, you put a little bit more respect on his name, but probably not. The guy was infinitely fucking entertaining with a great backstory and tremendous skills. So I think sometimes it kind of goes hand in hand. The more that you're doing this stuff and branch out, do other foods, you're going to be like, I can make this better in my kitchen.
Yeah. I mean, once I get the time, I think I'll get much nicer in the kitchen. It's hard with, I don't know how you feel, but like any time I'm not like doing a review or editing something, I am actively not chasing my dream.
Okay.
So it's like hard, like what's, at this point, like getting nice with the pan or like getting nice in the kitchen. What's that?
Yeah, I think it's, and then I have 3 kids too, so I'm cooking for the family all the time. My wife doesn't cook.
Okay.
So it's one of those things where you do it out of necessity. I had a layoff for a year once where my wife I had a sugar mommy, right? She was like putting me in pretty things and stuff like that. And I love that feeling. So that's when I kind of fell in love with it. And it is something that if you love it, it's something that you'll never stop doing. You don't eat cheese. Is that true? Or is that a rumor? Because
It's switched. It's switched.
It has switched. Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't an allergy thing? It just made you gassy?
It just upset my tummy.
Okay.
Really, but I've kind of, in the space, you kind of got to overcome that.
You do.
You kind of got to, although American cheese that might be my hot take. It's not my favorite.
You know what I'm going to say then?
Fresh mozzarella, let me rock out.
Oh, really? You can? Yeah. I think that's something that's a little bit more, I would tell you, new school American cheese. This isn't an ad, but fucking Chef Greeny does it. So Chef Greeny does his new school American cheese. All the stuff that was in it that you don't want to have in your cheese, he replaced with like milk and butter and all that stuff. Doesn't have the shelf life that a lot of other cheeses have, but it's like 10 times more enjoyable. And when we're talking about stuff that's very enjoyable, I have to talk about Tony Chachere's. Did you see that segue I just did into this ad?
That was pretty clean.
It wasn't too bad, right?
Until I saw you reach for the seasoning.
I got it right here in my hand for people who are watching on YouTube or whatever. Less salt, more garlic, a clean hit of heat. It's a new blend based in the Tony's tradition, used in place of salt and pepper. Comes from Tony Chachere's, but has more attitude, not replacing your original Tony's. Meet the all-new Cajun Kick seasoning built for people who don't do mild. Can you kick it? So this is their newest flavor, Tony Chachere's, which is a household name that's always been on my shelf at home. And now that they've got the Cajun Kick, I'm going to get a little bit spicy with this in the kitchen. So there'll be some more stuff to come. Thank you, Tony, for being a continued sponsor of this show.
And stay tuned for the Tony C's Sandwich of the Month.
Yeah, that's right. So we're taping this on the 19th of November. Shit, I got to do that in the next couple of days because I'm going to be on the road. Yeah, so they're going to do some sandwiches of the month with us. So you're going to hear Tony Chachere's around. I mentioned it to the guys out there, the social media guys. They all use it. I mentioned it to you. You were like, oh shit, yeah, I use that stuff too. So I'm pretty proud to have these guys on board. You'll continue to see some stuff with them and me.
All right. Seasoning is everything.
It is. Yeah. It's the easiest thing in the world. Yeah. If you want to cook with it, cook with it. If you want to add it to your eggs after they come out of the pan, do that. It's one of these universal type things. Just use this one in a little bit of moderation because I'm telling you, it does have a little bit of a kick. Maybe not for the Croatian Mexican palate, but certainly the Irish American palate. What's going to replace rotisserie chickens? I can't think of anything. So I'm going to go down the list. You can't do burgers and you can't do hot dogs because those are done to death. You agree with that or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fully.
And then pizza, we kind of had the guy who's cornered the market. We spoke about him with Dave.
I know people are like, I'm like, No.
Yeah.
What? Of course not.
Yeah. Except there's an unlimited supply of them.
Yeah.
What about like egg rolls? That'd be fucking off the charts. I mean, you can get an egg roll 17 times on one block.
That don't get me out of bed.
It won't.
Go ahead.
Go.
I think it has to have like some sort of like clever name, like Tissi. Like I don't if you want to speak about where that came from.
Yeah,
but I feel like that has to do with why it caught on so well.
Yeah, that just came to me in a dream.
The Tissies.
Right.
It's just rotisserie chicken is long to say. Like say it like rotisserie chicken. This rotisserie chicken from this store. It's better than this rotisserie. Just Tissi.
Yeah. So you got
just
the
crack off on a Tissi really quick.
And so you say that from your fucking high horse over there, Ian. So give me something that you think he can do, like that would match or be like he can't do grilled cheeses.
You said he can't do hot dogs, but Glizzy's that's right there. If you wanted to,
Glizzy's is right there.
It is, but I think that they've done right. Can you do?
Who did it? See, you can't name him.
Frank the Tank.
True. Raw.
How many did he hit?
Raw dogging. He's only done like maybe 200 or 300.
He's raw dogging Glizzy?
Raw dogging. No, it's raw dogging with Frank the Tank.
Oh, okay.
But he is raw dogging them too.
He is, yeah. Oh, he does nothing on them.
No condiments?
Yeah. Listen, I backtrack that. I don't think anyone has cornered the market with hot dogs. If you're willing, like I know Frank does a very good job with it, and I don't want to shit where I eat. But that could be it, because I have 5. If you wanted to do it, I have 5 places in fucking Jersey I want to take you to tonight.
Okay, but there's a few things there.
Go.
Hot dogs, the best hot dog and the worst hot dog. How much of a gap is there?
I could tell you I had a stadium hot dog that was barely boiled, brought it back to my kid. I was in Tuscaloosa. I did the Conecuh sausage, which was elite. My son said he wanted to grab a regular hot dog, and I opened it up. I was like, I wouldn't fucking eat that. I almost saw a vein in it.
Okay, let's take out the outliers, though.
All right, so we're going to take them out?
The outliers.
Yeah, it's pretty even.
I feel like the middle pack is all...
It's not as broad as the difference between the worst rotisserie chicken and the best rotisserie chicken.
Yeah, I don't think so. And I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought they'd all be similar. They are not. Yeah, they are not. So other than that, though,
chicken parms.
Damn, are you in my mind?
Well,
chicken parm,
because you said like I was gonna not even think chicken parms because of your aversion to some cheeses, but the cheeses that you don't like are kind of that cheap American cheese type stuff. Fresh mozzarella, buffalo mozzarella, low moisture mozzarella. You can do anything on a chicken parm, and I'm thinking it's probably the most ordered dish in Italian restaurants in the United States, hands down.
Yeah, no, that's been bandied about. You might I was really hoping to keep that one close.
Oh shit! So I'm sorry about that.
No, you're good. You're good.
No one's listening to this.
And it's like I don't think me rating a restaurant chicken parm is not good is gonna kill a business.
I agree with that.
Yeah, because they like and I don't know. I just can't do something if it's like your core business, and I'm like, this is a 3. This is ass.
Right.
Like, then I'm, but if like, they have good pasta, then
yeah,
like no one's not going somewhere just because they have a bad chicken parm.
And it's global.
And there's levels to chicken parm. Huge, crazy. You been to Trattoria Carina in Philly?
No.
You gotta go. It's my favorite chicken. Oh my God.
Really?
It's crack. Yes.
So you've already done some research on this.
Yeah. Boots on the ground,
you've been throwing it around? Okay.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, Australia, I spoke about this at least once before. One of the most popular bar foods in Australia, the same way that bars here can make you cheeseburger and fries, is a chicken parmy over there. So it's traditional chicken parm, except before they throw on the cheese, which sometimes isn't mozzarella, it's like cheddar. So they throw down the chicken, breaded, fried, the marinara sauce, slice of ham. Then they throw on the cheese and they serve it over French fries. And that's a popular bar thing in Australia. So I'm just saying that if you're going to go to the other side of the earth, you're still going to be able to get something that you can still review that's in the chicken parm family. I'm not sure what you would do because I don't know if they do much with cheese on katsu in Asia, but just about everywhere else, you got yourself a place where you can have it.
Yeah. No, that's like...
That's the one?
My top 3. Nah, not necessarily. I like sandwiches too.
Okay.
I don't really think anyone's cornered the market on subs.
And any
Heroes.
sub.
That's where it gets a little tricky, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Because if you do an Italian hero,
It's just different than like there's a pho sandwich that I love near me. Like I said,
right.
You know, maybe
Little Kieran?
But also like,
where's the pho sandwich?
Sonny and Annie's. Sonny and Annie's. Fantastic. That pho 11.
Because we did the pho sandwich at Little Kieran in the East Village.
Okay.
And it was also right next to Electric Burrito. Yeah, Electric Burrito. It
wasn't my favorite.
Oh, no? The burrito wasn't your favorite?
The
pho sandwich? Oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
And the bodega hot sauce that he has, like the homemade shit that he stole from his ex-girlfriend. I don't know. I like the story behind it. You can get me to go to a place with a story too.
Me too.
That's not shitting on it because I love the sandwich there. Me and you should have a fucking point counterpoint thing every now and again. We shoot down each other's our favorites and stuff like that.
But shout out to Little Karen. You know? See, I even feel bad being like, I don't like the sandwich.
Because he has so many other inventive dishes on the menu that if you're going there and you're like, oh, I'm not going to go there now because this guy didn't like the pho sandwich, whereas this guy did. They got a meatball hero there that's fucking off the charts. They did that wrap thing too.
Their take on the crunch wrap.
Yeah, it's absolutely so. Yeah, we can speak
some creative stuff in there.
Yeah, and same thing with Hen House, which is right by there too. Which that guy got extremely creative. We've taken Scott, your brother, there and had a fucking couple of great meals.
See, that is why I love food. It's so creative.
Yeah.
You can get so creative with it. And I really respect innovation. Even when I don't like something, I'd be like, I respect you going for this.
And it's a universality in talking about it.
Yes.
Like, I don't know if I can talk to you about, college football.
You can, for sure.
Right. And, how dominant Notre Dame's been over USC or something like that.
Yeah, again, I don't know if I
could talk to you about politics. I don't know if I could talk to you about cars. I don't know if I could talk to you about this. I know I could talk to anybody about food. I can have anybody sit in the seat and talk to me about, best dish that they had growing up. And we can kind of wax nostalgic about it. And I think that people get happy when they're talking about food and they get very animated when they're talking about bad food.
100%.
So that's what I think kind of makes what we're doing. I think it's got some degree of sustainability.
Yeah, I mean, there's unlimited food.
I have a question. For when you do find your next food, motion per dollar. This should be
give it to me.
This should be a standard unit of measurement that they have displayed next to the price of an item.
Okay.
This is the most elite. The motion on this stat just is unbelievable. Please expound.
Complete agreement from here. Do you know what motion is?
I don't know what motion is because I'm old.
Okay, motion.
Come on, Large. You got motion, Large.
Do I?
You got motion. Yeah.
Okay.
You got motion.
Motion is a universal term.
All right.
Like, your friend who in college got all the girls, he's got the motion.
Really?
Girls got motion. Yeah.
Okay.
On Wall Street, you had some motion on Wall Street,
right.
Talking about how big that living room was, that's motion.
It's vast.
Like, and what's your favorite food?
It's tough for me to answer. I can't.
I won't hold you to it.
Chicken parm.
Chicken parm. What's your favorite chicken parm?
It was Arturo's in Midland Park for a long time. Arturo's in Midland Park does a very, very good chicken parm.
Some would say that Arturo's.
What?
Come on, Lars.
Has motion?
Yes. There you go.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You got it.
Am I motion farming right now, or is that something totally different?
No, you might have just clicked something, though.
Because this is like 6'7". I'm fucking feel like I'm on the outside looking in on this shit. You know what I mean?
With that 6'7" is played.
It's done, right?
6'7" is played. 6'7" has no motion.
It doesn't. Okay. So motion per dollar is something that is a measuring stick for stuff like when you try it out.
Yes.
Correct?
Well, originally it was value score, and back to the comment section because it's just like value per dollar is what it means. But then someone's like, you should call this motion per dollar.
Shout out that person.
Because I'm like, it was just authentic. The first, I forget which video I first said it, but like the chicken was hitting. And I was like, this thing has motion. And then everyone's just like, well, where's the motion? Blah, 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 blah. So then it became motion per dollar.
Can I start using that?
Yeah. I didn't invent that either. I never claimed to invent that. It's just
popularized it.
It's just, I'm not even going to say that.
I can say that.
I'm not even.
I can say that.
All right. So you're going to give him that. So now so outside of having permission to use it, can I use it though? Or does it look silly when a guy like me uses it?
You'd probably use it wrong, unfortunately. You'd probably be like, it has good motion per dollar.
Yeah, it has a good range of motion, I will say, or something like that.
It's more of a number. It looks like it's rating divided by price.
Yes.
Yes.
Rating divided by price.
Okay.
Motion per dollar. But yeah, you got to work motion into your verbiage.
Give me the ultimate goal for you. As a guy who right now is 22 years old or perhaps 32 years old, I'm not sure which one, where do you see yourself going with this? Because like you had said, you have a day job, you're successful, you're doing this on the side, but it's something that you do love and you'd like to, do well with. Where can you see this leading to?
Yeah, it's a great question. I ask myself this all the time.
Okay.
So it's nice to be able to talk about it.
Right.
But every morning on my bike to work, I just rub my fingers together, as corny and foo-foo as it sounds. And I'm like, travel, meet cool people, be purpose-driven, complete financial freedom. That's like, because what would make me happy? Because I don't want to be like, oh, I want to be Anthony Bourdain. Like, because like, what does that even mean?
Right.
I want to travel. I love traveling. I love meeting cool people. I want to be purpose-driven. I want my work to be purpose-driven, but I also don't want to be broke. So complete financial freedom would also be nice. So to tie it in, like I would love to be traveling around. I just love traveling. Like I went to Vietnam last year. It was the most amazing spiritual experience. Like Japan obviously is my favorite place in the world. Like I've been a bunch of different places. I travel alone too, because that's just, I think, the best way to figure yourself out. Like, because you're on no one else's time. You're just on your time. Like, what do I want to do? What does Johnny want to do right now? And I've learned so much about myself doing that.
But you're fiscally or financially responsible enough to not just quit everything and just start traveling, because it's where your passion's at. I don't know when you do your day job. This is no dig on your day job. And I had a day job, like I said, for a quarter of a century. I didn't complain except for regular complaints that you would have at the time. My hair was just like yours, but I was starting to lose it because of it, the whole deal. You're financially responsible as far as that goes. Are you close to saying, you know what? I got to cut bait on the financial responsibility and just do my dream and just start traveling and perhaps eating with every, you know what? You're going to taste the oatmeal in every Buddhist temple in Asia or something like that, just to see what the motion is with these monks. Did I do that right?
Yeah, you actually got
Thanks,
that.
I got that. Okay, yeah.
See,
like when can you do that? When can you just all of a sudden take that chance?
It's a good question.
It is, right? I got a couple. Right.
It's not right now, but I feel like it's coming soon.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, it's not right. It's got to feel right. It's got to, because I also don't want to like quit my day job and then be like,
poor.
Okay, where can I? Well, I'm okay with being poor. I just don't want to be like a shell of like, how can I make money off of this food thing that I do? Like, because I think that's why people engage with me and watch my stuff, because I'm not selling something every video. I'm not, my Venmo's in my bio. Like I've seen some people do that. I'm like, what the fuck? I know, yeah. Yeah, so I think that's tips. Yeah, so I don't think it's right now, but I think it's coming. I'm sure someone at my job is watching this, but
no, but I don't mean that. But like every job that's a 9 to 5 is a means to an end, and that end is doing something that you enjoy. So I mean, if you like to play a lot of golf and you just want to give up and just play golf all the time, it doesn't work because you can't pay the fucking greens fees, right? So everybody's job is a means to their end. I work so I can, make sure that my family has great stuff, because nothing brings me more joy than having my kids love something that I give them. I don't know what it is. It's just the way that it is. So I have to work. Otherwise, I would just sit around and watch TV all day, because I really love taking naps. Yeah. So as long as you're looking at it in the right perspective right now, like building this book of business that could turn you into the next Food Network star, which is something I think you should try and do, right? Like one of those contests. Is that too commercial for you? Because some really big names get started doing that type of stuff, and that's something that I think you would shine at.
Yeah, I mean, I'm open to whatever comes.
I'll make some calls.
Yeah, feel free. But on top of that, I do think there's a time where it comes where it's like, all right, it's time to bet on myself, at least. For like, I'm good with money. I've saved a lot of money, so there's gonna come a time when I'm like, okay, imagine this is what I'm doing with a day job. Imagine what I could do if this was my full-time gig. Like, imagine how much more I could do and how much better my videos would be. Sometimes I watch my shit back. I'm like, oh my God. Like, ooh.
Is there
I just had to
cringiness
rush that one, you know?
Yeah, but like especially the earlier stuff, because I think the stuff that we did from the beginning versus now,
yes,
right,
trash. But you got to do that to get to where you want to go. You got to be okay with looking dumb and looking stupid and people laughing at you.
Okay,
to get to the point where you like some of the stuff you put out, which is where I guess I'm at.
Have you ever had a chicken that you just fucking even couldn't palate? I haven't seen the worst review that you've done, but are there reviews where you're like, you know what, I can't even get to the leg on this thing, I'm throwing it away?
There was one there was two I actually had to call it. One was in Cancun that legitimately got me sick for 3 weeks.
Really?
It was bad. Yeah, it was really bad. And I knew when I was eating it, like, something's not right. But I watch it back, I'm like, why'd I keep eating that? Like,
right.
Stop, Johnny. Like the Interstellar thing when he's like, banging on the whatever, the black hole wall. Like, don't go, Murph. Or he's telling him so, don't go. Yeah, that's why I was like, stop. Like, why'd you eat that?
Right.
And it took me out for a good 3 weeks. Like, you know, but I fought through. Still doing. Still doing like a review. Like,
what's your favorite part of the chicken? What's the place, like if I was to roast a chicken and put it down between myself, Ian, and you, one of those things that you'd fight for?
You know what's crazy? Well, the skin.
The skin, yeah.
The skin. You seen that South Park where Eric Cartman walks in and eats all the skin and then leaves?
Yeah,
That's how I'd be.
But rotisserie chickens in general don't have the greatest skin because they get put into those domes, get a little bit steamy, so you don't get that crispiness.
You gotta go to Fairway, bro.
Fairway's the life changer, huh?
Yeah, Fairway and Price Chopper. Those are like Price Choppers too, but like it's kind of personal preference at that point, I would argue.
I don't even know where Price Chopper is.
Newburgh. Yep. See,
where the hell's
Ian's on his shit.
It's upstate.
Okay, it's upstate. I'm not going there. I'm going to go to Fairway then and fuck around with it. What's your heat profile? Can you do something extremely hot? Have you ever had one that's just kind of off? If they offer you something with like a curry in it, what's your turn off when people are seasoning chickens?
What's my turn off or what's my heat profile?
Like, do you ever have a chicken and you're like, man, that's too hot. That doesn't add anything to the bird. Or you have something like, oh man, they did that with like some sort of Indian spice. I think it takes away from the bird itself. Like, you know what I mean? I think a keep it simple, stupid type approach to rotisserie chickens are normally what I go for. So if there is a lemon pepper one or if there's a Latin season one, I normally stay away from it just because.
What do you go for?
Regular old rotisserie chicken. Like the ones, like sometimes when I have options, I'll go for the more traditional one. Not that I'm afraid of, Latin spices or lemon pepper. I have it, on everything. But I'm saying rotisserie chickens, I kind of go down the middle on it.
Yeah, we could not be more different, and I respect that.
Okay, and I respect it too.
I'm going for Latin or lemon pepper every damn time.
Okay. So if it's something that's a traditional bird, it doesn't turn you on as much.
No. Although I have had great regular birds.
Your top 10s though are probably a little bit more on the flavorful side.
Let's see. We have Fairway, Price Chopper. What's 30 in?
I don't know.
Don't tell me. Fairway, Price Chopper.
I think you probably get it because when you were speaking to who you called before, is the Tissi rating right here.
Technically a tie for
Fresh Time.
Oh, Fresh Time, lemon pepper. Yep. Fresh Time. And then, in Chicago.
And then Shop Fair and then Gourmet Garage.
Shop Fairs is so gas. Yeah, they're all pretty seasoned. Yeah. Market 32 is number 10. I think that's the top not seasoned one.
Okay. I can say that as I'm looking through this, in your top 10, I lied before. There's only one chicken that is more expensive than $10. Gelson's in Manhattan Beach, California. Otherwise, everything that you consider in the top 10 as low as $5.98. I mean, HEB.
Price doesn't affect rating for me at all. But if you could sort by price, you don't have to plug my website. You could click the price column.
Right. So when you follow
at that Happier Grocery.
Wait, hold on a second.
Yeah. Click that. You want to see it? Yeah.
Oh. So Market Basket is $4.69.
Hey, click it again.
Oh, Happier Grocery, $34.99. And it's ranked 97th.
Trash. Yeah. It was. But I think it's like not to shit on Happier Grocery, but I think it's a little bit of a social experiment in there on how much will people pay for food.
So then how stupid are people? That's a good one to ask. So as you're eating these, and the 3 most expensive birds out of the 100 that you've eaten over the last 8 months, the 3 most expensive are from Happier Grocery, Erewhon, and La Grande Pisserie, right? And they are respectively ranked 97th, 72nd, and 96th. Those are legit trash across the board.
Yeah.
Why are people so fucking dumb? Why are people paying 5 times the amount to go to Happier Grocery for a terrible fucking bird than going down to, the Market Basket place that we were talking about, where they can get it for less than $5? Like, what do you think accounts for that in today's society? Why are people willing to pay up for mediocre food?
I don't really have an opinion on that. That's not my problem.
I think it might be that they just don't know. It might just be their grocery store near them.
That's what I'm.
And that's why they're like, oh, groceries are so expensive.
That's not true for Erewhon. Everybody fucking knows when they're going to Erewhon, they're getting ripped off.
But Erewhon's almost like a status symbol. Erewhon's like a designer. It's like going to Louis Vuitton or like Happier Grocery in New York. I don't know if people really know it, but it's like walking into like a Gucci for grocery stores. And like people almost just want to like walk out with the bag as opposed to like get, some fire. Or you're just rich as fuck and you don't care, which I also respect. Get your money.
But
spend it how you want.
And I certainly understand why people are stupid with their money. I'm like that too. So perhaps I pay up for a car or a pair of sneakers or something that, lasts more than 12 minutes and I eat it at my desk or at my kitchen table. I don't know where the status symbol component of rotisserie chickens come in, but I'm looking at it in real time with you telling me that the 3 most expensive are absolute bottom feeders.
And I just want to clarify too.
Go.
Like I had the Ori's is $25.99, I think. That was a good bird. So I'm not like
top 25.
Yeah, I'm not getting an expensive chicken just for shock value. Like I'm really trying to find the best chicken in the best grocery store rotisserie chicken in the world. Yeah. I don't care about price. It's just that's kind of the ones that are most expensive all happen to be hot garbage.
Talk to me about Fran Prix. I mean, you got the red beret on. I mean, you're looking right. You're looking like you're in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that one's ranked last.
Dead last.
Because if it's a tie, it's motion per dollar is the tiebreaker.
Oh.
So Fran Prix was just, okay. Also, I went to France expecting to be blown away by their rotisserie chickens. That was not the case.
No.
And when I announced the retirement, I was fresh back from France.
Oh, okay.
And everyone's like, we're blaming France for this. This is on the entire country of France. But that one was that was the most overcooked. You could see it on there. It's the most overcooked thing I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. Sahara Desert dry. Swallow a cactus dry.
Yeah. Christmas Vacation turkey. Oof. Remember that one where she cut the turkey and kind of exploded? Yeah. And you can tell you're choking it down.
But go to Super Aki, 99. Super Aki, I might have to adjust these a little bit, but Super Aki to me was the worst because that's the one that took me out.
Really?
Yes.
Where was Super Aki?
Cancun, Mexico.
Oh, that's the one that got you sick.
Yeah. That one.
Yeah.
Like just.
Even the neck on that thing looks a little bit.
It didn't look bad though, and it started crumbling in my hand when I tried to do the rib test.
Right.
You'll see there in a second.
On this beautiful Cancun day.
I was just in the back of a parking lot. That's the thing too, because I got to review it when I get it. So like by any means necessary, I'm in the back of a Mexican, like, I don't even know, dirt road.
I don't like when you play with the neck like that, by the way.
I've never seen a neck like that either.
Yeah, that thing is kind of scary. Don't show that to my wife. She'll leave me for a chicken. You know what I mean? Chicken sandwiches. Fried chicken sandwiches.
Yeah,
is your next thing.
My fried chicken interesting too because like you could see it's crumbling in my hand.
Ugh.
My bad. Like,
that's fibrous. Yeah.
I can't watch that back, man.
Yeah.
Yuck.
For 3 weeks, I got sick in Mexico too while I was there. It was not good.
I can't remember the last time I went to Mexico and didn't get sick.
Okay.
But anyways, I digress. Fried chicken is interesting too, but again, it's kind of how much is the gap between good and bad fried chicken? Is that really something that's interesting? And B, I'd probably get fat.
Oh, you get fat as fuck if you're doing fried chicken sandwiches all over the place.
Yeah.
How do you stay lean? You eat a lot of fucking chickens.
Yeah, but did you just hear the sentence you just said?
What?
Say it again.
You eat a lot of chickens.
Yeah. You think that give me fat?
If you're eating 2 rotisserie chickens a day and eating nothing else, what? You're telling me
that's like the healthiest thing you could eat.
That's what I'm. Well, that.
Not depending on how it's prepared, obviously.
He's eating a chicken that's for a family of 3 or 4. He's doing that a couple times a day.
Me and my brother growing up used to pound the rotisserie chicken a piece after like a practice.
And your brother's a fucking planet. I'll give a shout out him. I think he's a great guy. No, he's an offensive lineman at Princeton. The guy's like, he's a legitimate fucking big boy.
Okay.
You're not. You're lean and lithe like a young Brad Pitt. There I go glazing again.
Crazy.
Yeah. But
I'll take that.
So the 2 chicken a day diet might be something you start pressing.
That's another angle I could take,
right?
Write a nice little diet book that I could sell to people. How to stay lean, just 150 pages, all blank, but the first one, just eat rotisserie chicken. It's just not that hard.
Just says Tissi on the first page.
Yeah.
Just bang a couple Tissies.
I had you here for just over an hour, so we're going to close with a couple of questions. But before we do that, I just want to take a break to tell you guys about Fox One. On Fox One, you can stream your favorite live sports so you never miss those "Did you see that" moments. That means Fox NFL Sundays, college football Saturdays, the MLB postseason, all in one place. Listen, I did an ad for Fox One not too long ago where I had to make food. I'll provide the food. They'll provide us with everything else. I was blown away with the amount of stuff that I can get sports-wise, movie-wise, just entertainment-wise on this service, Fox One. So honestly, I highly recommend it. Fox One is built for that live edge-of-your-seat plays, jaw-dropping highlights, the kind of moments that make you shout in your living room like you're at the stadium. It's sports, news, entertainment, all streaming live the way it was meant to be watched. It's also the best way to stay locked in on your action, whether you're sweating your fantasy matchup, tracking a parlay, or just riding the chaos live as it happens. Start your 7-day free trial today. Offers are subject to change. Go to Fox One for complete terms and conditions. All right, so we ask people the same set of questions. I had sent these to you beforehand, so it shouldn't be overly difficult, but your go-to drunk or sober fast food order. Okay. You don't have to go with rotisserie chickens because I'd like to see that you eat something else.
First off, I just got to say your ad reads are amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate
that.
You put
so much heart and soul into that.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, he's doing an ad read. Like halfway in, I'm like, oh, this okay.
Yeah, I'm not just going through the motions.
Yeah, that was great. You're really doing. They got to.
You know what? That mole.
Up my boy's check.
That mole was fine. You're right. That mole was good at Puyo. Fuck this. Yeah.
No, fuck that. Civil discourse.
Yeah. Shit had more motion than I thought. Go ahead. Yeah.
There, you're going to beat it like a dead horse.
Oh, motion is dead. This is where motion came to life. This is where motion came to die, right here. Fast food. Your go-to fast food order. Where is it and what do you order?
My bad. I mean, it's Mike's thing. I'm trying to sit
Turned
up.
Turned to James Brown there for a couple of seconds. Yeah.
Go-to fast food over Popeye spicy chicken sandwich. That's wait, drunk or not drunk?
Either. If you go to Popeye's drunk, what do you get? If you go to Popeye's sober, what do you got?
Well, it's drunk, it's Popeye spicy chicken sandwich combo. And then sober, y'all are going to hate me. I'm from LA, in and out, no question.
Yeah, I don't.
10 times, like, no matter. Like,
it gets question. A lot of bad fucking. I don't find anything consistently wrong with In-N-Out. Always had a pretty solid meal there. I don't have the hate for In-N-Out that other people do. And I do have some hate for other burger chains.
Which ones?
Five Guys. I'm not a big fan of Five Guys.
Why not?
I just don't think it's a great burger. I think that the fries are very overrated. I mean, they bake it into the price that they throw the extra fries in the bag and get all nasty with it.
That's my problem with Five Guys.
I don't think that it provides me with anything.
It's double In-N-Out's price.
It is. It's very, very expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't think it's worth it. It's the Erewhon of burger chains. Ah, shit. There goes my my deal with Five Guys. How do you take your eggs?
I mean, an omelet bar hates to see me coming.
All right.
An omelet bar hates to see me coming. But if no omelet bar, just scrambled. I'm a purist, as you'll probably see in the rest of these answers.
Yeah. How do you take your pizza? When you order pizza, anything on it?
How hungry am I?
Well, middle of the road. Tuesday night, you don't feel like cooking. It's 7 p.m. and you want to sit down in front of the TV. You're going to order a pizza. How do you order a pizza?
That La Industrie spicy salami slices. That thing's hitting.
Shout out La Industrie. We have their sandwich of the week coming in today. Bobby had hit me, Bobby and Travi. I think it's their chicken vodka parm. So it's coming in today.
And that's a place that like everyone will tell you is really good. And normally I'm like really averse to those, but that they deserve every bit of hype.
Yeah.
They deserve every bit of hype.
Favorite beverage? Oh no. How do you take your steak?
Okay. Medium rare, unless I'm in Paris or France. I ordered a medium rare steak. That thing was still moving.
Blue. Yeah.
My goodness. I was like, me and my girlfriend were like,
same exact
should we
way.
ask him to cook it more? I'm like, we can't do that. We just got to thug this out.
Right. Can't embarrass yourself.
We got to thug it out. So yeah, medium rare. My bad. I'll be quicker.
No, there's no reason to be quick at all. What is the Tim Duncan of foods for you?
Mr. Fundamental.
Yeah.
All right. You said no rotisserie chicken.
You can't say fucking rotisserie chicken.
Okay, I'll say chicken then.
Okay.
We've been eating chicken since before Jesus was around as human beings. If you want to talk about longevity, let's talk about that. To use case chicken parm, chicken cutlet, fried chicken, chicken wings, rotisserie chicken, like it's gonna kill you however it wants.
I love
it's death
the
by
fact
1,000 cuts.
that you're riding the horse that brought you here too, like going in there with chicken, because you just stuck up for it from a health standpoint as well, saying that you're not a big fat bastard unless you start to go down the fried chicken sandwich route, which could bring you into a little bit of trouble. But chicken all the way around is a universal good thing.
Yeah, I'm not even riding for nothing. That's just what I believe as a man, you know?
Yeah. No,
It's
it's more like a respectful type thing.
And it's not,
Show
it's not as flashy as your steak frites or, your
it's approachable.
Whatever sandwich from the industry you just said, spicy carbonara.
Or the mullet.
Blah, blah, blah.
What's the most overrated drink that you convince people to just kind of pretend to like? What's outside of like cheap cheese? Is there something that you just don't get? Like how everybody loves these things.
Drink or food? I have one for each.
Go, give me a drink.
Matcha.
Oh, matcha.
I will never understand the matcha. It tastes like wheatgrass.
Yeah, I agree.
Just drink a coffee.
And some places have a line out the door.
We didn't need matcha. I feel like matcha's going to... We didn't need matcha. I feel like matcha's going to go the frozen yogurt route where frozen yogurt's low-key coming back. But for like 10 years there, it was pinkberry everything. Pinkberry. And then it was just gone. Like, I don't get the matcha appeal.
Okay.
I will never understand.
What's the overrated food?
This might be a hot take.
Go.
Lobster.
Lobster
was literal prison food for centuries.
Yes.
Fact check me on that. Fact check me on that. Fact check me on that.
I know it. I know it very well.
And anything that needs melted butter to be like,
right.
Yeah, no shit. It's melted butter.
Right.
It's not the lobster you like.
How about a lobster roll? Again, so you have your melted butter.
I'm less passionate about the lobster roll.
Okay.
But I still do feel it's still lobster.
No, and I asked as far as it being overrated and stuff like that. So I think that that's the right answer.
And it's very rated, and it's expensive.
It's extremely expensive.
It's like I'd rather have a lot of other things than a lobster. I feel similar about escargot, but my girlfriend loves those, so I'm gonna.
It's got an individual tech. Is there something you won't try?
I'll try anything once.
Okay. And that's the truth. No, but I mean, like you do a lot of traveling and stuff.
Yeah, I'll try anything once.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. No, I get that. I can't eat apples because I'm allergic to them.
I ate a snake in Vietnam.
Did you?
It's pretty crazy.
Did it jump out at you or you eat it in a restaurant?
Well, it was crazy.
Really?
Not a restaurant because but it was a restaurant where they eat snake. It was pretty heavy. The dude pulled the snake. It was a cobra. He's like, this one?
I would die for that. I've had rattlesnake a couple of times, and I would die for the experience of picking out my own snake.
Yeah, you picked out your own snake, and then he killed it right in front of you too. Which, like, I'll eat anything, but that's when I realized I'm a big softie. I watched this snake get killed, and I'm like, to my homie, I'm like, damn, bro, like he's really gutting homie, like just for our haha, we ate snake, ha ha ha. Like, you see something get killed like that in real time.
That's where you and I differ again.
And I respect that.
I'd want that head like mounted on the top of my cowboy boots, like type thing.
Oh, they got
By the way, I ate that son of a bitch.
Like, yeah, they keep the heads in a jar.
Belt buckle or something like that.
Dude, just killing
Fuck that snake.
And then my homie ate the heart, beating, still beating.
Really?
Beats for 10 minutes after. Yeah, it was crazy.
Really?
That's where if there was 2 hearts, I would have eaten one reluctantly. But he's like, I kind of wanted. I'm like, you got the heart. But they made like snake spring rolls. Like you ate the skin. They served it. It was honestly really good.
Was it very good?
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
I can't even lie. Vietnamese are different.
Would you say that's the weirdest thing you put in your mouth?
No.
What do you think's the weirdest thing you've ever? I don't mean it. It's tough to talk.
The way you said that, I had to come back.
It's tough to talk food, right? It's so tough. And tell me if I'm wrong, because you talk food.
Did you not mean it? Like
I did kind of mean that.
Okay, yeah.
But right away, when I ask you, how do you tack, a rotisserie chicken, and you look me dead in the eye, and you're like, you got to start with the breasts. And like right away, just like talking about food adds to sexual innuendo.
Yeah, it does.
But what's the most outrageous food or drink that you've put in your mouth? That's not one of my set questions. But when you think about it, what do you think that is?
I mean, probably snake.
It's got to be up there, right?
Jellyfish was pretty. I don't think jellyfish is as gnarly as snake. Though.
No, I don't think so either.
Jellyfish was pretty unique.
Yeah.
Also,
but snake kind of
whale.
gets up
You ever
there.
eaten whale? Not very good.
I don't think I've eaten whale.
It's not very good.
I think you got me on that. I don't think I would.
Yeah.
So with your extensive traveling, if you could recommend one restaurant anywhere in the world, and maybe it's here in the U.S., I don't care, what would it be?
Can I do two?
Of course.
Really quick.
Not really quick. Take your time.
All right.
Yeah.
Alla Vecchia Batola in Florence is the best pasta I've ever had in my life.
Okay.
And kind of on the theme of like, where we're talking about how much better is the bottom fried chicken from the top fried chicken. Like, I feel like pasta is almost even closer than that.
Right.
And this thing blew everything away. Like, it's a penne alla vodka. You go in, it's a not super local spot, but my friend who lived there for 5 years, was like, you have to go to Alla Vecchia Batola in Florence and get their penne alla vodka. Unreal. And the vibe in there, it's all people just drinking this fucking liters of wine.
Right.
Great steak. Oh my God, that meal changed me. Changed me. Yeah. And from a pasta dish, nonetheless.
I appreciate your passion about that. Like, honestly, because I can tell you right along, I take pasta for granted. Sometimes we do here because we're in a dried pasta, community, but when I get a really good bowl of fresh pasta, like we did Emilio's Bellato the other day, and they do all this good stuff, and it was a great meal. But there was like a simple fucking homemade pasta dish that they put in front of me that I couldn't stop while everyone else was tearing into the veal chop and whatnot. Just like a simple, perfect toothiness to a pasta, or even like what Scott Conant did at Scarpetta with like this real simple, pasta matriciana or whatever. It really is. When you get something that's elite that could otherwise be considered a simple dish like penne alla vodka, it's life-changing.
It really like makes you, you're like, damn, so there really is levels to penne alla vodka.
Except you'll never get it again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to be chasing that high.
I know.
It's almost like it ruins you for it. But that's a great one. What's the other one?
It's such a good one. Oh my God. Tsubami. Tsubomi in Kyoto. I have a Japanese homie, and he's like, I know you get a bunch of wrecks.
Everybody else says Buc-ee's. I'm getting shit in Florence. I'm getting stuff in Kyoto. I love this.
I get it.
Too, I love,
though. I absolutely love Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's is amazing. I got their Cajun. No, I can't say that. I love Buc-ee's. But Tsubami in Kyoto, hold on. My hair gets all fucked up. Tsubami in Kyoto is like, I have a Japanese friend, and he was like, I know you're getting a bunch of wrecks. I see you're in Japan. My one recommendation is Tsubami. And when I get a message like that, I'm like, I have to go there.
Of course, yeah.
Like, because that's real. He's putting his neck on the line. And it was, oh my God. Some people won't like this, which I will, it's okay. But like, it's all locals in there. They're all smoking cigarettes. Like, the place is a little grungy. It's just the most, it's one dude cooking up okonomiyaki, which I didn't even know what that was. It's like a Japanese savory pancake. Yeah,
the dimpled thing where they doing the balls, or?
It's just like one big, it's like pancake omelet almost. It was amazing. And he's just like, I was in there, I was like, damn, I shouldn't even be in here. Like, it's all local people and just this dude from the US who's here alone. Like, right. And then the guy who's making everything, there's only 3 people on staff. This was before I touched a bird. Oh, okay. So but yeah, he's just cooking it up. He's talking to me, he's being so nice, and the staff is like asking where I'm from, and then I tell them, and they come out, start playing the US national anthem, and put a little like sticker of LA, I'm from LA, on the world map. Like, it was the cutest, like, and it was like Anthony Bourdain kind of shit. It was real Bourdain shit. I love that. Like, I cannot wait to go back.
I love experiences like that. Yeah. What meal would you be embarrassed for people to know that you eat regularly? Is there like a guilty pleasure that Johnny Novo does when no one's looking?
I'm honestly not embarrassed by much.
Okay.
I could, I'd sit in the park and eat chicken with my bare hands. So I've gotten over a lot of that. But I guess, not embarrassing, but growing up, I would eat pasta and ketchup all the time.
That's it. That's a good one.
all the time.
That's disgraceful. That's an abomination to the Lord.
Yeah.
You should be embarrassed about that.
But I think that's more on
Bad
Steve.
parenting.
I think that's more on Steve than me. You know, my pops, like, you know, like you're just, but you know, this is probably, might be a little more embarrassing. Like, I still don't think it's bad.
No, huh?
Mm-mm. I haven't eaten it. On God, I haven't eaten it in years. But when I think about it, I'm like, I would just rather eat pasta with other things, you know?
Right.
Like, I'm never going to like sub ketchup when there's a meat sauce right there. But if shit ever really popped off and I only had pasta and ketchup, I'd low-key be happy.
But you talk about a range. Like, where can I find the range in glizzies? Where can I find the range in fried chicken? Where can I find the range in pasta? You just gave it to me. It's you with your dad eating pasta and ketchup versus you where were you, in Florence? Eating the most mind-blowing vodka sauce and homemade pasta that you ever had. You just set your range.
That is a range.
And everything else for the rest of your life is going to fall in there because there's nothing worse than this. And there might be nothing better than this, but it's going to be fun trying to find it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's actually...
It's not. It's really profound. I don't know why I'm spending my whole time trying to figure out what you're going to do next, but it just kind of fascinates me.
Yeah. Does it have to be like one thing though?
No, it doesn't.
That's kind of where I'm. Also, Are you a basketball guy?
Yeah.
Do you remember when Kobe was a sneaker free agent in like 2004 and wore all these different shoes? He wore Reeboks, he wore Adidas, some Nikes. I kind of feel like that's where I am right now.
And you earned it.
Let's try a bunch of stuff.
If you do 100 rotisserie chickens in 8 months, and you're like, I think I'm going to spread out and do some more. I think most people be like, you know what, you earned that shit.
I agree.
Right?
They can never say, I'm not committed to something.
You didn't put your time in. Yeah,
I put the work in.
Absolutely. What meal do you wish you can get back? Maybe from your childhood, or maybe it was served at a restaurant that no longer exists, or maybe you just don't have the palate that you used to have, so you wouldn't appreciate it as much, so you're just never going to get it back.
Yeah. I'm going to answer this in an interesting way. My granny used to make the best tacos. And she's still alive. She's still with us. She's pretty up there. So she doesn't really cook like that anymore. But Granny's taco nights were like legendary in my family. Me and my brother are like gearing up, not eating all day, like seeing who can eat more. Like, she'd make ground beef with this amazing Mexican seasoning, like some chicken in there. And then she'd cook the shells in lard, which is completely unhealthy, but those things were busting, smacking.
Completely unhealthy, but 100% beautiful.
Oh, and then all these toppings she would make, like taco nights at Granny's were just.
I hope that Granny outlives us all. Honestly, I hope that your grandmother outlives us all. But if she were to pass away, I think that's cool that you and your brother have that. Like, remember when she used to kill us with taco night and we just go like head to head and it was the best thing in the world?
100%.
Like honestly, we're talking about building legacies, right? On top of just feeding your grandkids. I don't know. I think that's what makes it so good.
I get sentimental about everything.
Yeah. What's your death road meal? More weird, more lavish, the better. You got no price limit on this.
Yeah, I mean.
Wait, what is he getting put to death for? I'm going to say because of the fact that he has a day job, he was part of a huge Ponzi scheme, and he wound up stealing from very sick kids.
Are you projecting right now?
Yeah. And then you get caught, and then you do something else that I can't mention on here, and you wind up getting put to death. But it's more of a white collar execution. All right, what are you having as your death row meal?
Yeah, we were talking about Croatian Pekka.
Yes. Inside the Big Bell.
Under the Iron Bell. Shout out Konoba Dubrava. I was in Dubrovnik recently, and it was our first meal of our trip, and it was the best meal by far. I've never had real tender octopus. Octopus to me is always a little
rubbery.
Chewy, a little rubbery. Like, this thing was like you could just cut it with a spoon.
And it's just that form of cooking.
It's simple, It's not a lot of bells and whistles, just meat and potatoes, octopus, veal, lamb, and just slow cooked potatoes that just soak. Oh my goodness.
I wonder if I can get that here in New York.
I don't think you can.
I got to be honest. I'm a traditional Sunday roast guy with the Yorkshire puddings, those popovers and whatnot. I have it every time I'm in London. And then there's a place in Chelsea called the Chelsea Living Room, right across the street from where Fights lives. And I went there and I did a Sunday roast last weekend. And I was like, man, New York's got everything. Because it's a very good Sunday roast, which is made with the gravy. And so I wonder if I could find someplace, maybe a little Odessa or something on the outskirts as like a small Croatian thing. I gotta hunt that out.
If you do, let me know.
I will.
You got to make sure that, because I've been to some Croatian restaurants, but they haven't had Pekka.
They haven't had Pekka.
You need to have.
All right, so Pekka before they put you in the ground. Anything dessert-wise? Because we haven't talked about anything sweet throughout this whole
I'm not
thing.
the biggest sweet tooth.
Really?
Some affogato will really I'm like
ice cream and the coffee.
Some good vanilla ice cream. Yeah.
Right.
Simple. Some good vanilla ice cream. There's levels to that too. That would just not be an interesting watch.
All right, cool.
Watching me eat different ice creams. Like,
I'm going to wrap up right now. This is Johnny Novo. Just put it in any place that you are on social media and he's going to pop up. Go to his link tree, see everything that he's doing. I'm very, very curious on what your second act is or a side hustle to this side hustle is going to be, because I think you're very good on your first act. So I'm looking forward to the second one. So I hope to have you back here just to catch up. And I appreciate you taking the time to come in.
Let's do it. Appreciate
you having
me on.
Yeah.
Legend.
All right. So this is, you got to try this. I'm Large. That's Ian. Johnny just gave me a very wet handshake.
I got hyperhidrosis of the hands.
And we'll see you guys next week.
I don't think that gets talked about enough.
It doesn't. So listen, let's raise awareness right now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Just don't say that this motherfucker's clammy. It's hyperhidrosis, for Christ's sake. And it's something that he's been fighting for his whole
my
life.
life. You shake someone's hand, they look at you like you're crazy.
For just 12 cents a day, you could sponsor Johnny in hopes of getting rid of that hyperhidrosis. Alrighty?
Yeah.
There's a fist bump on the way out.
Yeah, no, that's my preferred mode of greeting. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time, brother. We'll see you guys next week.